All right. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Kind of a special episode. You can probably see it already. World of Warcraft. I do need to get back to doing my Subnautica videos, but just taking a little bit of break. Work's been busy. I have a special request from my uncle Shizzam. I've wanted to check out a little bit about World of Warcraft. What is this? He's had some interest in it. There's the new expansion. He just wanted to see what is this thing. So I want to do sort of a little bit of a preview. I thought about starting a brand new character, but uh, I I was a little hesitant about that just because I don't want to spoil the beginning. If you're going to make a new character, that's kind of a fun thing to do. So actually, I'm going to move myself over here too as well. There's just a chat box here usually in the game, so I don't care too much about seeing that. Anyways, okay, so let me show you some stuff here real quick before we actually jump in. Oh, and the game probably music started up. I'm going to turn that down just a tad. Hopefully that's good. I did some testing earlier, and I think it sounds louder in my head than it sounds in the recording. So, anyways, you can see I have a lot of characters here. Some of these are just archived from like when I used to play back in the day, and then I made new ones. So these top ones are kind of my main characters. Level 60 was the max level just before this newest expansion. Now it's level 70. Here's my good old Araka, my hunter. He's my main. He's basically the character I've played since Classic. Back when hunters actually had to carry around their own ammo, and they had to hold food for their pet to make them happy, otherwise they did less damage and could run away, and all kinds of fun stuff. So that's kind of my main guy. This is the newest class they just released, the Draconic... I forgot they're called. The Dragon Evokers, basically. Cool. I end up going back to my hunter because that's just the style I enjoy. But there are a lot. And I pretty much have a character for every class. So you got the warrior. I'll go over these in a second as to what they all are. But we got our warrior, our paladin, our death knight, my hunter, shaman, the evoker, a demon hunter, druid, monk, a warlock, a priest, a mage, and the final one, which you'll notice is the only one I've ever really leveled up, because nothing wrong with rogues, it's just kind of my least favorite class, so he didn't quite make it to level 60 before everybody else. So, those are my guys. If we were to create a new character, there's a few things you have to decide, and you can see there's a lot of options. Obviously, male or female. You got the Alliance side, you got the Horde side. All my characters on this server are Horde. There are these side characters that you actually have to unlock in the game. So if you start a new account, you're not going to have them. You'd have to do stuff to get them. But all these guys are the original. Humans, dwarves, night elves, gnomes, the Draenei, the Worgen, Pandarans. Pandarans are unique because they can be on either the Horde or Alliance side. You'll see there's a panda on both sides. They have a choice to who they want to join up with. And then the Drakthir kind of have a similar thing. There's Alliance version of the Drakthir, there's a Horde version. And then you'll see here, all the Horde sides. Orc, that's what my hunter is. You got the undead. The Tauren, basically kind of bull people. Very similar to their cousins, the High Mountain Tauren. Both basically Taurens, but they were like separated. They were in this like hidden land. We got our trolls, our classic trolls. Not to be confused with our Zandalari trolls. Blood elves. Goblins. And there we go. So, once you pick like a race that you want to play, you can come down and pick an appropriate class. Some things can't be everything. So like a goblin cannot be a paladin, a druid, a monk, a demon hunter, or evoker. So if I want to say be a druid, it will tell me here. If I'm wanting to play Horde, I can play either as a High Mountain Tauren, a troll, or a Zandalari troll. So either Taurens or trolls, basically. So these two guys, or these two guys. So, anyways, I'm not doing all that at the moment. There is an intro, actually, I want to show you real quick. It doesn't matter what I'm doing here, because I'm not going to keep him or make him. Right here. So when you first start a character, you have two options, your starting zone. If it's an option, usually you're going to want to do the Exile's Reach. It's the new tutorial. They did a really great job teaching you kind of how to play the game, how to play your character. Valley Trials would be the original experience of how you would have started the game before, back in the day. I would recommend Exile's Reach. It's a very streamlined process. The story's pretty cool for a tutorial. Kind of get you started on your feet. getting into the game. So, anyways, back. Alright, so my thought was, instead of playing from the very beginning and spoiling any of that story and stuff, I want to pick one of these characters and take them to the new land of World of Warcraft, the Dragon Isles. So, who should I jump into here? I love this guy. Foxy Man. A lot of people hate these guys, like the little cutesy ones. So I love this guy. I think he's adorable. Anyways, let's start with the warrior. It's just kind of fun. I think that's a classic. That's a classic archetype. We got Sasquatch. Like Sasquatch. The Z for fun, I think. Funsies. Sasquatch. All my names are kind of fun. Bovination, he's the paladin, so divination, divine. He's a bovine. Bovination. So some of the names are kind of fun. Some of them are just completely random. Tetsugan, just one of the names I always use. Raka was... I have no idea how that name came about, but now it's become, like, iconic for me. Kitsuna, based off of Kitsune, he's a fox, so on and so forth. Groomba, like a Goomba, because he's kind of large. Anyways. Yeah, let's do it. Let's jump in. That's Sasquatch. Alright. Sometimes these loading screens can take a little while. And I'm in Orgrimmar, which is the main, like, capital city for the Horde. Hopefully it's not going to... It looks like it's going pretty quick. So, this is kind of fun. The different artworks in different areas. You see, like, here's, like, the Horde side. Here's the these are the Alliance side here on this continent. Oh, on the other side. Okay, let's see here. Nope. Yep, I know about all that. Close. The Call of the Isles. There's my quest. I haven't logged into him since the expansion.
Ready to depart. Meet me outside Orgrimmar, and together we shall venture to the Dragon Isles.
Cool. So I haven't logged into this character since the expansion, so that was my tutorial, sort of like, hey, let's go do this. Let's go to it's the Call of the Isles. There's a pretty cool pre-expansion, like, event to get you ready for it. Hey, the timing. Santa. No, this is my seat. Get out of here. I would like to deliver presents now, please. Mush. Anyways, it's a seasonal event. Obviously, it's almost Christmas. We got Great Father Winter. You can go on, like, a seasonal quest. You can only do this during this time. They have holiday events, like, all year long. So this happens to be the Christmas one. Kind of fun. Anyways, not here for that. We want to go to the Dragon Isles. Whoosh. I have lots of different mounts. There's all kinds. You can see people on different types of mounts. These ones are fun because they actually have, like, vendors you can use on them. Mine's just a big-ass giant demon bat. You can see everybody else. There's a guy that's on a dinosaur. That guy's made his own flying golem. So, pretty cool stuff. Oh, I think if you actually sit on that, you probably do go for a ride. That's kind of cool. Just takes a while. Huh. Anyways, these mounts, you can buy them sometimes. You can earn them sometimes. There's some in the real money shop. There's some that you can make with your crafting. All kinds of stuff. So, just to give you a tiny sample of this. Your toys are fun. They're all just cosmetic. Oh, hey, what's this? Oh, yeah, I got this from Twitch. Oh, no. Where'd it go? Okay. It's my favorites. Shoot a firework in the air that bursts into 1,000 purple stars. Well, shoot. We're doing that. So they also had a cool event on Twitch where if you were watching certain streamers for a certain amount of time, you were just getting free gifts. Okay, so I just fired my fireworks. Okay, Perpetual made I think it was going to keep going on for a while. Yeah, alright, whatever. You can see here there's some cool events, or seasonal, decorations. Got some Christmas lights, the wreaths. That stuff's not normally there. It's just for the season. Alright, so this world is huge, by the way. This is Orgrimmar, and I could show you, I could give you a full tour, but I want to try to stay somewhat focused for this event. But yeah, so all this is basically Orgrimmar. If I go back in there, you can see here's a map of, like, this zone, which is Durotar. But if I go into Orgrimmar, the city is so big, it has its own map. And this is all of Orgrimmar here. So, not going on a city tour here. The rest of this land here is Durotar, as you can see. Which, I have my settings to the max right now, so I can really see far, I can see details. My Uncle Shizzam's computer could definitely handle this kind of level of stuff. But it's just crazy. This place seems so big when you're just a little nooblet baby running through the zone and you can't fly, you're stuck on, you don't even have a mount yet, you're just running everywhere. This place looked a lot bigger. From this height, this place looks so tiny. But, again, we're going over here. We're going to the Dragon Isles. So before the expansion released, there was a cool a bunch of vendors here that was part of the that like quick event or whatever. Let you get some cool gear to like, you know, try and catch up. A lot of cool stuff. So at this point, we could talk to these different folks here, get a little bit of lore. All these ones with little chatty boxes. Not going to worry about that right now. I mean, you probably don't even know some of these people. But little stories you can get. You can see there's a ton of people. This person's on a dragon. There's another dragon over here. This guy's on a platform, which I can't remember if that's something you craft or that's something you got from like a raid. Anyways, let's talk to our person here.
I have answers.
So you see there's a golden icon with the question mark. Usually means it's something to turn in. If it was gray, I can't turn in. I haven't done what I need to do. If it's an exclamation point, you got a new quest. Go pick it up. You can go do it if you want. I'm so excited. You ready to begin our adventure together? I am. Let's do this.
Remember, there's magic in discovery.
Alright, so our preliminary expedition has made landfall in the Dragon Isles. Thanks to the efforts of those brave Dragonskill expedition members, we've established a protected landing site in the Dragon Isles, made contact with the Dragonflight's embassy. Are you prepared to accompany us on the next voyage to Dragon Isles?
The expedition, Zeppelin, shouldn't be too long now. Yep. Please, chat with your fellow explorers while we wait.
It's a bit overwhelming right here because this is a main hub for everybody who hasn't gotten to Dragon Isles. They have to come here, they have to turn that in, and we're all sitting here waiting for time to arrival. Which, that's it. That's the ride we're waiting for. I apparently had really good timing. This bar is full. It's like, I think, a 5-minute timer. So, yeah, cool. Perfect timing. So let's get on our Zeppelin here.
Adventurers, we shall depart for the Dragon Isle.
The defiant dragon scale in all its spiky glory. All aboard for adventure, my friends.
Everyone.
Finally, I could have flown there and back again by now.
I did not mind at all. While waiting, I captured some vibrant images of the coastal wildlife.
You'll get plenty of pictures in the Dragon Isles. So many new species to document.
And maybe get eaten by.
So that was interesting. We had a bunch of different people just kind of doing a little bit of lore speaking here. These are all NPCs, non-player characters. There's the dragon, there's the fox person. It's like one of the elves. Can't tell what she is. That's an orc. So, anyways, we're going on an expedition. We're going out to the Dragon Isles. Every one of these people with a blue name, by the way, these are real players. Each one of these. That's a player, that's a player, that's a player, that's a player. This green one is a player. Now, blue just means we're normal players. Oh, we're taking off. We're just normal players. If you have green, it means you have like PvP on. So if you found an alliance that's also PvP, that name is going to be red.
If anyone understands subtlety in navigation, it is I.
Like I see, it's cool. I can actually see us on the map moving. There it is. Say goodbye to the home. It's a little bit hard to see inside of the ship, but that's Orgrimmar over there. Oh, there we go. Now we're porting. So obviously that's quite a long trip, and they're not going to make us sit on the thing the whole time making that trip. So it's like a fast travel. All these different areas are zones. I'll cover that in a second too. All different places you can go to. It's gonna blow your mind if you don't know how big the world of Warcraft is. Every expansion kind of basically keeps adding on to the worlds and adding new lands, islands, worlds, dimensions. The afterlife. I think this part takes a little bit longer because you're literally going from one continent they've loaded.
All those fancy decorations we can smelt into ingots for...
Focus! Keep your eyes on the sky. You never know when danger might swoop in.
This is kind of fun. It's got this little icon here. So I'm going to volunteer for Lookout. It's going to take me to the top. Now I can really see. We're coming into the Dragon Isles right now. I can't do anything up here. It's just for looking out. You know, getting cool scenes. If I press Alt-Z, you want to take screenshots and stuff. Coming for a landing here, where this is our base camp, our initial base camp. This land has been lost for years and years. If you haven't seen the trailer, by the way, for the expansion, it's really good. I can give you a little bit of background in a second, but let's hop back down. And we're here.
Welcome to the Dragon
the
Isles,
Dragon
adventurers.
This will be the adventure of a lifetime.
And we have arrived at our base camp. Hopefully not going to start talking us up a story here. Yeah, okay, good. So, a little bit of background. The trailer will help show it off, but basically, this place, the Dragon Isles, has been lost for ages. Can't remember why. I'm a little fuzzy on that detail, but basically something happened where there was like a lighthouse that could guide everybody back here, the dragons and everybody, whatever, to this place. This is the home of the dragons. Dragons have been around since the beginning, really. They were empowered by the Titans, the builders, the ones who created this planet or whatever, or cultivated it, whatever. They've had a long-standing fight with the old ones, the old gods, all tentacly monster creatures, basically. And at some point, they had to give up their power in order to help us, the humans, the mortals, defeat one of their own, the Black Dragon, Deathwing. He turned against his people, just massacred a bunch of dragons, and they had to all come together to fight him. We struck him down. Yay, happy days. But the dragons lost, like, a ton of their power. So they've been kind of neutered for a while. Well, with the awakening of the Dragon Isles, they're coming back home. They're trying to reclaim the power that they lost. A lot of stuff like that. However, the reason how did it come back? That's part of the trailer. You'll see why, how the beacon gets lit again and stuff like that. But there are also now these primal forces. The Titans and the dragon aspects were always like they were what's the word? Soldiers of order. We are trying to keep things nice and tidy, and this is the way it's supposed to be. Da 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 da. The primal force is a little bit more chaotic, right? You know, you can think of the elements: fire, water, earth. Those things can be very chaotic. You know, fire can create, it can destroy, so on and so forth. So there's a lot of primal forces here. This land has been abandoned for 10,000 years. So now these dragony creatures and whatnot are all just the land is wild again, basically. So we, having it now being discovered, had an invite from the dragons. Hey, we're going to go back home. We have been there ages. We're inviting you to come with us, explore, learn. Don't screw up our home, but you can come with us. And so we are the expedition. We're here to explore and learn about the Dragon Isles. So if I open up my map, you're going to see here, I can't see a lot of the map. As you start exploring the map, you'll see it uncovers. Like this section we can see, this Wing Rest Embassy, which is where we landed. So it's been uncovered. So as we get closer to some of these other spots and locations, you'll start seeing the map, evolve or open up, whatever. In this particular expansion, we come into the Waking Shores. We'll generally come through the Onaran Plains, down into the Azure Span, and then the final zone here being Saldraxxus. They have dungeons. So this green thing here is a raid. This was just released, I think, like this last week, days ago. It's our first raid of the expansion. And then you have these blue ones. These are all different portals you can jump into. Those require multiple people. With a dungeon, 5 people. With a raid, I think it's about 10. I haven't raided in a long time. Usually I get to the end of expansion, enjoy the story, and then I kind of like stop playing for a while. So hoping to actually get into some more endgame stuff. I just hate playing with randos sometimes because people not everybody, there's some good ones, but a lot of them have, issues. I once jumped into a dungeon, the tank flew off without us, ran into a fight. We didn't even barely get there. I just landed, and then he died. He's like, "What the heck, guys? This is stupid." And then he left the group. And we're like, what just happened? And unfortunately, tanks can be a little bit of divas. We have to have a tank. It's one of the most important things. It's one of the most, in my opinion, most difficult, important jobs. You have to literally keep your party safe and keep yourself safe. You're literally tanking for the group. The healer would be probably the second most important. Healers literally keep everybody alive, healing them. And then you have 3 DPS that are just, their job is to heal everything without, again, killing yourself. There's a finesse to it. You don't have to worry about all that. If you ever do low-level dungeons, everybody could literally not know what they're doing, be blindfolded, and just keep smashing keys and probably make it through the dungeon. It's pretty ridiculous nowadays. The higher ones actually have a little bit of difficulty. So, anyways, we're here. Enough talking. Oh, actually, one more last thing. So I was showing you here, if I right-click on this, I can take a step back. If I left-click, I can look into it further. I mean, obviously we can't see much here. It's all blanked out, but I could go, up and down levels. So at this point, I'm looking at the Dragon Isles continent. So if I right-click again, okay, now I'm looking at the world of Azeroth. So we're in this continent. The very beginning of the game only had Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor. That's it. And then they introduced Outlands. I'll show you that in a second. We went through a portal, the Dark Portal, to end up in the broken remains of Draenor, basically. After that, we came back. Then Northrend opened up. I can't remember what the order was here. I think it was Northrend. Then we had the Cataclysm, where Deathwing had woken up and just been wrecking havoc across the world. Opened up some places on these Kalimdor and Eastern Kingdom places that we're all used to these places, but we didn't even know these places were there, kind of stuff. Then we, I believe, went to Pandaria, which I wonder if it'll show us. Oh, no, it's the Wandering Isle. Okay, there's one that looks like a turtle. You're basically on the back of a turtle. And so if I take another step back, right-click again, Azeroth. Now you can see, now there's a whole different land.
Dragon Isles, adventurers.
Yeah. So when I said we went to Outland, we went to Dark Portal, we went to Outland, the broken remains of Draenor. At some point we go back through the Dark Portal, but it was like there's some timey-wiminess. So we went back to a time where the world wasn't destroyed. There was portals that ripped this place apart. There's a long story, I could go on for ages. But we got to go back to Draenor, which was the world before it got torn apart. Shadowlands is basically the World of Warcraft version of the Afterlife. This is basically hell, the Maw. So these are these outside dimensions going through portals, going into whole different realms. But most of the stuff you see here is on Azeroth. We had the Kultiris and Zandalar campaign. You had the Kultirans, the Alliance side, and Zandalaris was the Horde side, and they were fighting. They wanted to basically control the seas. So it was they were trying to recruit their navy, they're trying to recruit their navy, so on and so forth. Broken Isles, one of my favorite ones, was the Legion expansion where... What was that? Oh, the Mage Tower. Cool. This was when the Legion invaded again. I think it's the third time. And that was a really fun expansion. Got legendary weapons and stuff, that are iconic throughout the World of Warcraft time. The Ashbringer, stuff like that. But yeah, okay, so there. It's a big worlds. But you don't have to do it all at once. When you start the game, you actually get a choice nowadays to do what they call Chromie time, and you just pick one of the expansions, and you can level up through just that one expansion. So you don't have to go traveling across the whole world. If I want to go do the Legion expansion, I'm only going to be here. This is going to be my focus, this land. So, anyways, back to Dragon Isles. Let's do some stuff. My trigger finger is itching. Let's get in here. All right, what's up, Naldia River Gleam? What are you? You are some sort of elf. Can't quite tell which one.
New to research?
All right, welcome to Dragon Isles.
That proto-dragon looks hungry.
Notice I just got 3 new quests that just popped up from turning in that one. If you notice, these ones have this weird box around it. Other quests might only have the exclamation. These ones with the box around it means it's like a campaign quest. It's a main story quest. You want to do these. These are the most important quests to do. If I look over here at this guy, you can see it's just the exclamation point. That is completely an optional quest. I don't have to do it. So these ones, I will want to pick up all 3 of these. I come in here.
Interested in some
You
fine
bring much luggage either. Boss Magor opens his hand to reveal a dull black stone in his hand. All I need is my tools and my lucky rock. Everything else we need here. So he is from the Artisan Guild. He's bringing our crafters and stuff here. So if you're doing professions, which do I have one? I'm a blacksmith. So you could have 2 main professions. I'm a miner. I'm a blacksmith, so I can go mine stuff, build stuff, all that good stuff. Everybody can get cooking. Everybody can do fishing, and everybody can do archaeology. Which you can see, I'm not a big fan of archaeology. Most of my characters don't have this. I think Raka probably is the only one who ever did any of it. Cooking and fishing kind of go hand in hand, and making food's good. Heals you up, but also gives you some buffs and stuff. So there's tons of crafting. I won't even talk about that side of things. But it just makes sense for whatever you want to do. You could be a crafter you could be a gatherer. You could just gather stuff, and you could sell the auction house. You could do what I do, where I'm mining stuff, and I'm mining the stuff I need to blacksmith, and then so on and so forth. Alchemy and herbalism will go together. You're picking herbs to make potions with, stuff like that. So, alright, these projects are unlike anything we've seen before in Azeroth, because they're all... That's actually not true. We've seen some of these kind of projects before. It was almost like a Jurassic Park-ish vibe, but we've seen prototypes before. Their scales appear to be naturally flame-resistant, stronger than steel, don't lose flexibility in the process, incredible. My artisans, all of them, are clamoring to get their hands on some of those scales to work with. Start with the whelps. The smaller scales should be more pliable until we've mastered our techniques with them. That's a little dark, I will say. Like, hey man, look at these wild animals we just saw. I think we could make some stuff with them. Go kill them. Start with the babies. That's kind of what I just heard. But
When you need
hey,
more goods,
the digital world.
let
I'm
me
not
know.
gonna cry about that. All right, next.
I could use your expertise.
All right, don't mistake the expedition's scholarly pursuits as timid as Sasquatch. We are not recluses studying books in far-off towers. We are adventurers, hunting down knowledge firsthand in every corner of Azeroth. That passion for adventure often leads us onto the paths of peril and hazards. And a few expedition members have been off a little more than they could choose. So can you go save them, please? Got it.
Remember, there's magic in discovery.
Next.
I am ready. What do you need?
Sindra Thresh glances suspiciously at the proto-drakes lurking on the edge behind her. So that'll be those guys. I swear that those proto-dragons edge closer to the camp every time I turn my back. Those are not the dragons Abyssian invited us here to meet. Proto-dragons are ruthless predators who cannot be reasoned with. We must be ruthless in return. But see, that makes the other guys' quest not feel so bad. Call their numbers and keep their ambitions in check. Alright, cool. So she wants me to kill the big ones. He wants me to kill the little ones for scales.
Keep moving.
And she wants me to go save people.
Abyssian said that Rathian will be waiting for us at the embassy atop the hill.
Hopefully it's under attack. I could use a good fight.
Bye. Oh, froze up a little bit. Okay. A lot of times, like when I'm playing through the game for the first time, I'm slower, like what I'm doing, where I'm kind of explaining and reading the quests. Once I've already done this a couple times, I'm not even reading the quest. I'm just accepting it, moving on.
To the Dragon Isles.
I hear you. It's like the third time they've showed up. All right, I'm moving. All right, so this is that quest I don't need to get, and this is a fishing trainer.
Do you feel the change in the wind?
So what is this?
Beware of the
Fishing
deep
is
places
all
of the
about
earth.
feeling the water beneath you. Eventually the water becomes the sky becomes the water, and you are floating amongst the clouds like a kite. And your fishing rod is your kite string. Or perhaps that is the volcanic fumes. But either way, fishing is very relaxing. So this quest was literally like, there's nothing to do. It's actually kind of a unique situation. It's giving me new quests, but I instantly complete the quest. It was literally just to like call attention, like come over here, this is a fishing trainer.
Look
So
to
if you
the
want to
skies.
fish here,
High
come talk to her,
mountains stand.
train me in fishing. I have fishing, but I don't know how to fish here in the Dragon Isles, so she's going to teach me. It costs 100 gold. I have 13,000 gold. Gold's fairly easy to come by nowadays. That's easy. It's a drop in the bucket. Boom!
Ride
I
the
now
winds.
can have fishing for the Dragon Isles. The last thing I had for cooking was Legion cooking, and the last things I had for professions here was Shadowlands. So Shadowlands is the last expansion, and I did work on that a little bit. You can see I didn't really do much with my Legion cooking and didn't even bother getting Shadowlands cooking. So I usually only focus on the fishing and cooking aspects for like my main characters. So, like Raka would be my cooking person and fishing person. It's just such a pain to try and level that kind of stuff on multiple characters. Unlike the professions. Like this is one that it's handy to have, but I probably won't be focused on that too much. I can see there are some mines here. That's these little like looks like little rocks on the mini map. Those tell me there's mines there, but I literally don't know how to mine these kind of rocks yet. I have to find somebody here that's going to train me how to do that. So there's no point in me trying to go get those. On the mini map here, you can see there's like this blue circle. If you see blue circles like that, or you see like a yellow pinpoint, those are generally trying to help you with your quest, saying, hey, the quest you have, the quest that you're tracking right here, is in this area. Either an area, or a very smaller area, or like a very specific location. So this is telling me I'm in the right area, basically. Which you can see, there's proto-drakes here I can attack. There's the whelps that the guy wants me to get from the scales. Interestingly enough, I don't think this lava hurts me, but lava can hurt you, so be careful. This one doesn't seem to hurt, so. Alright, so I'm playing a Fury Warrior. There are different types of... Every class has 3 specializations. Talent tree, I'm not going to talk about that right now. If you're leveling up a character, it's a lot easier to understand than where I'm at, where I already maxed out like my different trees. But at level 10, you get to specialize. So 1 to 10, every class is the same. Like, it's just one class. It's a hunter. It's a warrior. At level 10, you get to say, okay, well, what kind of warrior are you? What kind of hunter are you? My hunter is a Beast Master Hunter, so he's a master of controlling beasts and stuff. And Jesus, Christ, you're loud. Again, probably not as loud for you guys, but jeez, that sounded loud for me. They're just like growling and screaming in my ear. Okay, I'm gonna back up a little bit because these guys are loud. Okay. So level 10, you get to pick a specialization. I can pick an arms warrior. Basically, they have a big two-handed weapon, and they're going in, and they're doing their two-handed business. So their focus is doing damage with a two-handed weapon. Fury is also focused on dealing damage, but they will dual wield, and they're just like these berserkers. They get to dual wield, so they get a weapon in each hand. They have the ability, though, to take a two-handed weapon and hold it with one hand. So they could have a two-handed weapon in this hand and a two-handed weapon in this hand, and they just go berserk. It's really cool. It's fun. This is my favorite style, personally. A lot of people love the arms. I'm just a Fury guy. And the protections, notice it says tank. So if you're going that way, you're going for that type of person who's going to be really tough. They're not focused on dealing a lot of damage quickly. They're focused on being alive, staying alive, being tough. They can usually take on 5 different guys at once. With Fury and the damage, usually you're taking one-on-1 or 2 at a time. After that, it gets a little tricky. And he has no ability, no options to heal. With the Hunter, it's all damage. All 3 of the specs with damage is how you're doing damage. You have the one that's going to be like me, the Beastmaster, who could play with beasts. You got the one who could be a marksman, where there's even a spec you don't get a pet at all, and you're just focused on being like a sniper. And then the Survival Hunter is interesting because you go from being ranged using guns and bows and stuff to picking up a two-handed weapon, and you have your pet by your side, and you're like jumping into battle, and you're shooting off like a poison arrow, but then you're mostly really just like carving up people with your weapon. So, all right, I am not going to explain all the skills that my dude's doing here. Again, I'm a high-level character, so you start with 1 or 2 skills, and it keeps building up, and you start getting the feel for the rotation. I've got my flow, I got my rotation, I know what I'm doing. As you can see, I'm pretty much super strong because I did the events that gave me a lot of really good gear, so I'm kind of getting a head start to somebody who might just freshly be arriving here. So these guys are going to be really easy. They're the first guys. They're not trying to make the game hard at first. They do get a lot tougher at some point. And as I say that, the guy looked a little tougher, but you see I'm 90% health. I'm fine. These guys, actually, it has been a little while since I played this guy, so I might be a little rusty. Never mind. I'm good. 100% health. Everything's dead. I have full Fury, which is the resource I use as a warrior. I need this to cast my abilities. I'm maxed out. I'm picking button. Hey, you guys. Fine.
Welcome to the
I was hoping they would chase me to the other guy.
Adventurers.
So what's fun about these guys is that, I don't know if you noticed me charging around, kind of get this big speed boost. It builds up rage, it gets me closer to my enemy quicker. Again, I still have like full bars here on my rage. I'm not doing the best job at managing my resources. I should not ever be capped out. I should be trying to like use up that rage as soon as I can. It's just
Target something first.
I'm like I said, a little rusty. Maxed out on my rage again. There's only one skill, like this is the skill you use. It costs 80 rage, so I could only ever like do it once before I have to build up more, but
I must get
you basically want to use that as fast as possible just because you want to be able to use your best skill and then also, use up some of the rage so you can build up more to do it again. Not going to talk about these cooldowns. These cooldowns are ridiculous. This one will increase all your rage generation by 100%. I'm already having trouble using my rage. And it also grants your abilities a 20% to critical strike, which is just insane. This actually used to cause you to take more damage. They got rid of that part, which is kind of nice. I could just use this as straight deal more damage. The Avatar turns you into a Colossus, dealing 20% more increased damage. So combining that with this, I get 20% increased damage and a 20% extra chance to critically strike something. It's madness. A rage duration lets me try to heal faster. Bull Rush is kind of fun. I'll show you this. This is actually a passive or ability from this class, or the race rather, which is the high mountain horn. And there we go. That's how that works.
I am out of range.
This character definitely feels different since the new expansion. Like, I feel like I have almost too many options in a way, which is why my rage keeps maxing out, because there's so many different things I could be doing. Like, these skills, like this one's a long cooldown. This has 45 seconds, I can only use it once every 45 seconds. But like, this one has a 3-second cooldown. This has a 5-second cooldown. This one I just need the rage. This one they have to be low on health. There's just so many different things you can do with that. That's what I'm not being very efficient with my resources. I'm getting better here. I'm feeling it.
I do not have a target.
I think once these guys actually last longer while I'm fighting them, it'll flow a bit easier. So I've saved 2 of the dudes yet. You can see here my mini-map has changed. It's no longer showing me that big old circle, so there's nothing for me over here. Except I see this. Looks like a little star. That star there says that's like a rare monster, basically. Alright. A little hoppy hop. There he is, Mr. Ancient Hornswogger. I can see there's a icon here. I can see that he has the star here. He's basically just a rare monster. Usually best try and kill him if you can. And yeah. He's pretty much dead. Yay. Easy peasy. Oh, cool. Got a shield. So if I was a prot warrior, this would be amazing. The shield, because they're one-handed with a shield. Sword shield. I'm probably never going to use that, but how's it look? Oh, that's actually kind of a cool-looking shield. Super bright on that side. Huh. Kind of cool. I'll save it just in case. Maybe I'll toy with protection at some point. Switching around is really quite easy, actually. I gotta drop all that junk off at a bank sometime. So you can see here, again, there's some mines I can't do. There is one thing over here I need to go get. Oh, my dragon rating. I didn't even talk about that. That's one of the cool aspects of this particular new world. You don't use your normal flying mounts like you saw me flying at the very beginning, where I just, flying around, I could just sit there and hover. Dragon flying works a little bit different in this land. You have to use these special dragons that know how to fly here, basically. But they can't fly infinitely, which gives kind of a more realistic, natural feel, which is kind of fun. Some people love it, some people hate it. I actually really like it. This dragon I'm starting with, which actually shouldn't even have a dragon yet, but because I have a max level character, it's helped unlock stuff for my other lower characters that might start trying to catch up. So right now, I start with a dragon, which is cool. Which is not always the case. What? Stop that, monkey. Stop throwing bananas at me, monkey. Look at it. So I shouldn't even have a dragon yet. I have it. But right now, it's the level 1 dragon. When I get to a special place, I could actually max my dragon out to the full level because my other character's done it. Man, I want to go get all of these mines and I can't. It's teasing me. Okay, so in this spot... oh, hang on a second. It's been a while since I had to redo this. There we go. That's my setup for that. Alright, so if I come down here, this lava is the lava I was saying where lava hurts. This lava will hurt real bad. So let me give you a little sample. I'm 100% right now. Just sampling lava. Okay. Look how fast my health is going down.
Welcome to the Dragon
And
Isles,
it's slower going back up, so. So I'm going over here, save our little dude who's about to fall into lava. Bam, and that was our 3 dudes. So. Oh no, get out of lava. Cool. Alright. So now at this point, get my dragon back on. So now notice it's a different dragon. Every zone has its own dragon that you can unlock. So there's one here, one here, one here, one here. So I think there's 4 dragons in total, if I'm not mistaken. Again, still it has all the same stats, just looks different. Now, let me show you dragon flying. You got these different skills that you can do. Normally, with flying, you just get on your flying mount and you fly. That's it. Here, you have these skills, and they actually introduced something called dragon racing, which is kind of cool. There's these racetracks you could follow, run through rings, fly through rings and stuff. It's kind of neat. So you got surge forward. You can flap forward. Oh, I don't want that one. There you go. There's skyward descents. You can flap upward, go higher. You can do surge forward. You flap forward. You got the whirling surge, which goes forward even further and faster. I got this bronze time lock where if like, man, I want to come back here, but I need to go get something over there and then quickly get back here. I can use this to mark this location, go do something, hit it again, and boop, I come right back here. It's kind of cool, like a time rewind, basically. So, your initial dragon kind of sucks. You're not going to be able to do much. So, I'm flying up. I just used one of my energy. Oh, I did it again. So, use another energy. Do it again. I've used all of my energy. I can no longer fly forward. I will gradually keep gliding down. You can get speed if you aim down. And then use that to try and like glide back up. But then again, you can't just keep going up. You have to glide. And right now this thing recharges very slowly. So I don't have a whole lot like of distance I can go. Like right now I literally can't go up any higher. I could just glide. I could kind of swoop up a little bit, but I'm not going to make it very far.
Make your acquaintance, Syndrax.
Well met.
Okay. So anyways, finished up down there, did all the dragony stuff, found our first little major base camp, I guess, which would be our Wing Rest Embassy. You can see there's a bunch of people here. Some that have been here and lived here. This guy has lived here. This is like his home. And then he's dealing with a bunch of visitors. What's kind of cool about this expansion a bit, and they've been doing this for a while now, kind of like reducing some of the animosity between the Horde and the Alliance, where in this place, there are representatives of both the Horde and Alliance that are working together. Like, these guys are the friends of the Alliance, these guys are the friends of the Horde, and even though they're separated, it's peaceful. We're working together for the greater good, for the science, for the, for the arts, the knowledge, that kind of stuff. So we didn't send armies. We sent scholars and explorers and adventurers. So now that we're here, there are a few different places. So like I got to turn in a quest there. I got to turn in a quest here. There's a new quest there, new quest there, new quest there, new quest there, and there. So quite a bit to do in this little base camp. Once you go through, which this will take a little bit, talk to everybody, gather all your quests, blah, 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 blah. It's a cycle. So now at that point, once I get all that, go back out, explore some more, kill some more, da-da-da-da-da. So at this point, let's talk to her.
What have you learned lately?
The dragons are not here to meet us as Abyssian said they would be. So Abyssian is the Black Dragon flight, which was Deathwing's flight, are basically almost all evil. They've all been corrupted by the madness of the old gods, which is why he went crazy. Most of his flight was just they're bad guys. There's two black dragons left that got uncorrupted. They got purified, whatever. That's Abyssian, and some dude named Rathian, which is the son of Neltharion, Deathwing. So his son, he looks young, and we actually, back in the day...
Let me know what you find.
Badlands. Where the heck was Badlands? It's been a while. Anyways, there's a zone where if you ever were there and you did the quest, you actually helped purify Rathian. He was just a little baby whelp. Now he's a kind of more like a teenage dragon. You'll see him at some point. He doesn't look as big as some of the other dragons because he's still young, but he is quite a fella, and he is dedicated to trying to restore his family's honor. The Black Dragons were supposed to be the protectors of the land. Deathwing went psycho and tried to destroy the land. He's trying to,
I have answers
bring that back
if
around.
You have questions.
God.
Keep an eye out for anything interesting.
Where is Rathian? How unusual. Abyssian told us that Rathian would be awaiting our arrival with an ambassador for Alexstrasza, the Lifebinder, Queen of the Dragons. She is the aspect, you'll hear that a lot, it's kind of like the main leader of different dragon flights. There's 5. She is one of them. She is the queen of all the dragons, but she is also the queen of the red dragons. She is the aspect of the red dragons of life. So we got red is life. Green was like natural magic. and stuff like that. Blue was arcane magic. The bronze dragonflight's time. And then the black dragons were earth. So, I think that's right. Alright, isn't like a dragon to break a promise. At least this eager draconoid here is here to greet us. This fella. Or a girl, I think she's a girl. Yeah.
I look forward to hearing what you've learned.
Well, I mean, there's a whole lot to do here. Yeah, okay. Might be a good stop point after we just go and collect all these quests and stuff. Trying to be conscious of the time burn
Ready
here.
to serve.
Unlock the major faction, Foul Dragon. You can earn reputations with different factions of people, and they can give you different rewards. That's all that is. Huh. So this is basically a newbie. It's her first assignment. She's here to help out, but yeah, she's not used to seeing people. You can do some of these talky things. You see, this one's for the quest. These ones I could just talk to her if I want to talk to her. Wait, have you not seen a Tauren before? And then you can talk. Oh, my apologies. Was I staring? Da, da, da. So there's fun lore flavor.
It was
Not
nice
necessary.
to meet you.
But again, on my first run through, I'll probably read all those. On my second one, let's go. So, okay. Why aren't the dragons here to meet us? What the hell?
Yes, I had expected Major Domo Solistra and Rathian to be here by now. But I am honored to be the one to welcome you to the Dragon Isles. On my first real assignment, no less. What good fortune.
She seems like a nice gal. So she doesn't know. I don't know. I think she should have been here. I don't know what's going on.
Do you need my help?
I do not know. As I said, this is my first assignment. Let me think of what to do.
Please enjoy your time here.
Oh, I know what you can do. The Dragon Skill Expedition has posted a very fine-looking map of the Dragon Isles nearby. Their drawings are quite accurate and detailed, if I do say so myself. Sorry, you're not here for an art review. You should go check it out, see what areas of the Dragon Isles could use your help. Okay.
I'm always here to help.
Cool. So there we go. So she wants me to check out a map, see, I don't know where your dragons are, but hey, go check out that map. It's cool. Alright, let's go over here. Talk to these fellas. I did whatever you wanted me to do. I think it's killing the proto-dragons, yeah. That may dissuade them from attacking the expedition camp for a time. It's eat or be eaten on the Dragon Isles, Sasquatch. You'll do well to remember that.
Let's get
That's
back
it.
to
See?
training.
That one's super easy. Turn in the quest. All good. What's this one?
Loktar.
Aka Mugosh Sasquatch. That's fun. The orcs have a tendency to remind me of like the Klingons. Loktar Ogar. It's blood and honor. Stuff like that. This expedition is under the protection of both the Horde and the Alliance. See, as I said. Our instructions are clear. Give aid to any members of the Dragon Skill Expedition, regardless of their other allegiances. Yeah, we're all here together. The Alliance representatives Captain Garrick and her son Henry stand guard on the other side of camp. I fought with Captain Garrick against the Scourge. She's honorable and will serve the expedition well. Go offer her your assistance. Show her that the Horde honors its agreements. Okay. So introduce yourself to the Alliance representatives.
Stay strong.
Now, what's interesting... Can't remember if this is true or not. That place, the Exiles Reach, the very tutorial at the very beginning of the game I was telling about, talking about. If you do it as a Horde and if you do it versus Alliance, it's very similar, but it's two kind of different stories. I believe this is the people you see there during that that story for the Horde side. Maybe these are definitely the guys you see for the Alliance side. I remember these guys really very clearly. This is mom and son here. Not bad, Private Garrick. Continue practicing your Orcish, and it will be useful on this assignment. Yes, Mom. I mean, Captain Garrick. Yeah. Oh, then so back there, I kind of skipped over it while they were talking, but you can see that there's the two orcs talking. Do you really think we could trust them, Mother? So that's also a mother-daughter type deal. And then the mom was like, I fought alongside many honorable alliance in the Scourge invasions, Captain Garrick included. So, obviously, there's like the children have been raised on this animosity, so a lot of people just have like this kind of bred-in hatred, kind of like real life. But the parents are like, nah, like some of them, yeah, probably are douchebags, but this one is one I've known and we fought together. Like, we may be on opposite sides, but she's a good person. So, she's kind of got the same Same idea.
Together, we'll see our way through this.
Captain Garrett salutes your approach. Warlord Brekka proves her honor once again by sending you to me.
Best of luck to you.
The crafters, artisans, and explorers of the Dragon Scale Expedition are ill-suited to the vigors of battle. But not you and I, Sasquatch. Here in Dragon Isles, let us use that strength to protect those who can't protect themselves. Clear out the elementals encroaching from the north so the expedition can focus on their noble pursuits. So, we're adventurers, we're fighters. These guys might be scholars, but we're fighters, we're soldiers. So, let's go kill some bad guys.
We'll meet again.
Wish your comrade luck, Private Garrett. Blood of thunder, friend. And he said it in Orcish, by the way. So, he's trying to Loktar Ogar, you know, that kind of stuff. Okay, cool. So there's that one. What do you want? Oh, here's that map. So because I've beaten the game, I technically now can go in any order. I'm supposed to go Wakey Shores here, here, here. I can say, nope, I want to go to the last zone first. In this case, I'm going to stick to the normal way. I'm going to keep with the Wakey Shores. The Draconid Syndrax is looking for help in aiding all of the newcomers within the Waking Shores. So that's our friend there, Syndrax. Accept. So I will stay here and keep helping her. Could have left.
The Isles have awakened.
Our allies once again seek your assistance as our efforts continue across the Isles. Words within the walls of Valdrakken whisper a resounding comfort knowing your efforts have helped shape our future. Now then, to business. A lingering Desjardins threat moves upon the Waking Shores deep within the smoldering inferno of Dragonbane Keep. We must move to disrupt our advances. We await your return. Okay. Accept.
Honor all dragons.
What was this? Oh, I don't know what that was. I clicked it and it went away. Oh, I get it. Okay, so I'm like, I don't remember this quest. This is the quest because I beat the story already, so my alternate character is getting this quest because of that, so normally you wouldn't get that. I'm going to just hide that for now. Blacksmithing trainer. Perfect. I'm a blacksmith. I can finally learn how to make stuff here.
Off with you.
Complete quest, yep. Come to these owls. Just craft some new weapons armor too. I've been working with this new ore for a bit. I can show you a tip or two. Yeah.
See you soon.
Okay, so again, it was mostly to show me where the blacksmith was. That's why that quest was there. So now I can talk to him, train me, make me a Dragon Isles blacksmith. Boom. There we go.
Watch your back.
And this guy, a Sainbeal, he's the trainer, a mining trainer.
Great to meet you.
So let's see, always be crafting.
Safe travels.
Have you ever seen such powerful elementals? Yeah, so this whole world's full of primalists and elementalists and elementals and stuff like that. So you'll see that a lot in this particular place. Here there are guards grumbling about having to fight them all the time, but they're missing the big picture. Bigger elementals means bigger crafting components. While you're out there clearing out the elementals for our safety or whatever it is you be doing, be sure to pick up pieces of the biggest ones you can find. I want to try making it something. I don't know how to speak like a dwarf. I know they're trying to make it like help speak like a dwarf. I can't speak like a dwarf. There's a few that I just have trouble with. You got the trolls who talk like with like a Jamaican accent almost, and it literally is spelled that way, so it's kind of hard to understand sometimes. Same thing with these guys. Artist supplies, salt deposits. Are you looking for work? I was talking to Hephaestus, and she says the artisan consortium needs salt for their customers. No, I do it myself, but well, I didn't wanna. Be a pal fetcher for me. So, okay, so that one you naturally get as you're mining. You'll get salt. So that's all that is. That's easy.
You got my
and that's probably only something that pops up because I'm a miner having that quest. And now I can mine. So now I have Dragon Isles blacksmithing, Dragon Isles mining, Dragon Isles fishing. I do not know how to do Dragon Isles cooking yet. I might pick it up just for the funsies. I might not ever use it, but alright, so now when I start to craft, I can come back and I'll learn new things. Not usually from the miners, but like the blacksmith guy. He'll teach me how to make new stuff. So right now, a filter, I have it for just show me things that are available, but unavailable. You see, as I get stronger, so like if I have 5 points in this, I can make these things. 10 points, 15, 25, 30, so on and so forth. So if I open this up and go to blacksmithing, again, we're not going to dive into all the intricacies behind this. And they just revamped the whole crafting process. But I can come in here. It shows me all my unlearned stuff. I don't care about that. I have filters. I can show for certain areas. Yada yada yada. So I kind of like it like that. These are just show me the things I know how to make. So right now I can make wrists pieces, which I can't even use it because I'm not high enough level, and a blacksmith hammer. Fun. So at some point, when I start actually being able to, now I can go find one of these mines and I can start mining it. It'll be fun. Okay, what else we got here? Anybody else? Anybody else? So these are all different trainers. Like, there's a leatherworker trainer, skinning trainer, which those go hand in hand. There's the mining and blacksmithing. There's more, and there's more on that side too. So there's trainers all over the place. This green exclamation point's kind of fun. You always want to get these. These are your flight masters. So if I learned here, okay, I got a new location. I now know how to fly to this spot. Show me where I can fly. Nowhere else. Oh, that's weird. Huh. It unlocks some of these. Probably because of the whole thing, again, he's a character coming after my main character who's beat everything. Normally, like, I unlocked this spot, but I don't know where else to go yet. So as you start finding more of those, you start unlocking a network of places you could fly to. But, yeah, interesting. These are like main hubs, I think, for some of the different factions. That's probably why that's there. Okay, let's go in here. I kind of already know where I'm going, so I'm not, like, as confused. First time I was here, I was, like, running in circles, like, where is everything? Here's our cooking trainer. So again, complete quest. Just tell me where cooking is. And hide these things I don't need. And there we go. And what's cool is, look at that. It's like an animated Beauty and Beast broiler. Like, an inanimate object that's become animate who is cooking and teaching us cooking. It's kind of funny. If you see this pop up, it's because I keep pressing escape to try and close whatever dialogue windows might be open. I do it a lot. Or if I select somebody, I can escape and it closes it out, so that happens a lot. Alright, let's go back over here. We've got a few things here. Talk to you first, Mr. Dude. I got your scales.
I only accept the finest crafts. Fine crafts.
Right, have you got me my skills yet? The alchemists are getting antsy and they always make me nervous.
Craft your goods
Boss
with care.
Magor, carefully sliced scales. Artisans will put these to good use. Thank you.
We'll have plenty for you next time.
Oh, goody.
When you need more
Can sell some
goods,
stuff.
let me know.
Which, I mean, I don't know what this stuff actually want to sell. I don't need mana. 10,000, 10,000 health, armor. Summons a pair of ghostly followers that will join you in combat. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, cool. The rest of the stuff is just like, it's hard to explain. Like, this is meat, so I can use that for cooking. But this is all from Shadowlands, so I just need to go into my bank and basically put all that away. There's our enchanting trainer, tailoring. Alright, what's up, buddy?
Baladash, Malanore.
Toddy and Naldia, so that's the people we've been talking to, like, helping us. Or we're helping, rather. Have requested a survey report of the surrounding areas immediately. Luckily, I've acquired an enchanted telescope and surveyor's disc. Okay, so this is the enchanted telescope. That's what this thing is called, a surveyor's disc, which we saw a character flying around on one of those. That will help us scout out nearby areas from the safety of the clouds. Unluckily, I am deathly afraid of heights and cannot bring myself to... Well, me too. Why do I have to do it? You're not afraid of heights? Like, yes, I am. I just said it.
Death to all
right.
who oppose us.
So jump on this thing. Oop, he was talking. What did he say? I have enchanted the telescope to seek out nearby points of interest. Simply give it an order and hold on for the ride. All right, so we got 3 things here. Notice this bar changed automatically. So when you get into like vehicles and stuff, you might see a whole new set of abilities pop up here. Well, that's what happened with this. Man, I can't even look around. Interesting. All right, search for power, search for allies, search for danger. Let's just do an order. Search for power. Okay, so those are some water elementals doing something.
Incredible. The elements here surge with power.
I guess that was the power I was looking for. The power of elementals. Search for allies. Okay. Ah. And that is a very good place. You're definitely going to want to go there. Or we will go there at some point.
Dragon riders? I gotta race them!
That's the dragon racing and stuff. Search for danger. Ah, that's the Dejarin. Basically, earth giants. He threw him in the lava.
Can't say I fancy a fight with that one.
I do. Let's go. And we're done. Cool. Alright. I did your stupid
Victory
scouting.
lies ahead.
I for certain you would plummet. That's from up there. Thanks for taking the risks I was not required to. Yeah.
Farewell.
It doesn't look exactly safe. There's like nothing to hold on to. That telescope, I'm like leaning on the telescope and we both fall off. Like, that looked not exactly very safe. Okay, and I'm missing one more thing. Where is it? Over there. Thought I already talked to you. Oh, no, I haven't. Excuse me, warrior, can you test something from me? Yeah, what's up?
You are welcome here.
Quality assurance.
Please be careful, friend.
Are you looking for work? I represent a new trade company, the Artisans Consortium, which matches artisans and clients through our crafting orders network. Oh, yeah, I don't know how this works, honestly, yet. There's this process, it's almost like a vendor where you talk to it, and you can say, hey, I want this item, I want a blacksmith to make this item for me, and then, like, provide the items, and then a blacksmith comes along, picks up the work order, makes it, and then it's like, oh, here you go, and then there's, like, some finesse to it. You can try and build your own client base from it, rather than just relying on work orders. You can say, hey, if you like my work, I can make you better stuff. Yada. So, I don't know, it's an interesting thing. Again, they were really focused on professions in this expansion. I cannot figure out for the life of me how to make work orders work. I haven't even focused on my profession, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm still just trying to get through all the dungeons, and I finished the story. I need to go through and finish all the dungeons. Then I should be ready for, like, the raid, and then that's, like, at that point where I'm like, okay, well, I've done all the things. Let's spend my time in between working on crafting. That's kind of like what I was thinking. So, but man, I don't even think I have the ability to see it yet. No. Yeah, I can't even open it yet. So there's also specializations for all the different classes, which is crazy. That was never a thing. Not for the classes, like the classes. For the professions, each one now has like a bunch of things you could specialize. I could be very good at making tools with blacksmithing. I could be very good at making armor. I could be very good at making weapons, and you could specialize into different things. And then eventually, way down the line, you could technically max them all, but the game highly recommends just focus on one specialization. So, alright, what do you want again?
Beliadoros.
Test Hephaestus tools on nearby geodes. Oh, okay.
Clear skies.
That's easy.
Safe drive.
So if you look here again at my mini-map, you can see I got all these different things saying, hey, there's stuff to do right here. So it's literally right outside this gate. Like, that's one of the geodes I think she wants me to get somewhere right there. I don't know. Anyways. Alright, one last thing to turn in. That's probably going to be a good spot. I think we're pushing over an hour now. Alright.
Welcome to the Dragon Isles.
What's up, Sendrex?
Please enjoy.
The story trips me out
your
because
time here.
Susan, my sister, had a name for her hunter or rogue. I can't remember if it was a hunter or rogue, but it was Sendrisa. So every time I see Sendrax, which makes me think instantly, Sendrisa. Oh, hello. I do have a good idea what you can do to help us now. Yeah, because I choose to help you.
Always here to help. It was nice to meet you.
Right. Oh. Okay, so she's like, okay, I have an idea of what to do, but I can't actually do that yet because I gotta go do these quests. And then she'll be like, okay, hey, you helped out the place, like, let's move on to the next step. So certain things will be like kind of gate locked, where it's like, before I can continue the main quest here, like where she'll really push the story forward, I have all these other people in this camp that kind of waiting for me to help them. So after I go do those quests, come back, she'll probably have a quest saying, hey, I got an idea, and then we'll go from there. Obviously, I'm not going to do that. I'll save that for, like, another time. I don't know, I mean, I don't even know if you want to keep watching any more of this character or not, but I feel like that gives you a pretty cool preview of what to expect in the game. In this case, the newest expansion. It's just lots of little bit of backgrounds about a lot of little different things. Again, don't try and do everything. You'll get overwhelmed. I'm very prone to this because I'm an alcoholic, as you saw. I have all these different characters maxed out. If I just sat down and focused on one character, I could probably make that character an amazing person. But I have so many, I split my attention between that. It's, jack of all trades, master of none is kind of how it feels for me. So, especially nowadays with how things are rolling with like professions and each profession having a new specialization and stuff like that. It's definitely forcing me to specialize. So that's why you can see I only had 2 maxed out characters here, trying not to get too distracted. This was mostly just to give you the intro story here of what's going on. You can actually change how your dragons look too as you play the game. You'll unlock all these different like cosmetics, change up their horns if you want fur or fins or whatever, spikes. So okay, there's one last thing I want to do. This won't take too long. But remember I told you my dragon's kind of shitty right now. He what the? There you go. That was weird. He like flew really quickly. I don't know how that just happened. Like it was insane speed boost there. So normally you're not supposed to do this. I'm doing this because I can. This is somewhere you'll be sent to eventually for your dragons. So first thing I was telling you about cosmetics for your dragon. I'm not gonna spend too much time here, but this is the first dragon you unlock, second dragon, third dragon, fourth dragon. And then you can go through, and as you unlock new stuff, you can see here, I have different horn colors. I can make it black. Oh, come on. There we are, we're back. Okay, white, black. I don't have this unlocked yet, but it's like, I don't know, tan and brown. All right. So that's horn, there's skin color. A lot of different stuff you can do. This is for this, and then you have a new set of stuff here, and a new set of stuff here. So on and so forth. I'm not going to go through spending a bunch of time making it look exactly the way I want it to. I'm going to kind of play around with this randomize. So I'm going to all the things. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Out of all the different options you have, it'll just randomize something for you. Actually, I'll keep that. That's cool. All right, next one. Let's randomize you a bit. Let's see what happens. Yeah. Let's do it again. Oh, that's kind of cool. Actually, you know what? He looks like a werewolf. I'll take it. Next. This guy's pretty cool. I like this blue dragon. He's actually one of my favorite out of the 4. Alright, let's play around with you. Oh, that's kind of cool, I guess. It's very finny. Let's try it again. Even finnier, I guess. Why not? Something about the way the horns and the fins are growing together bothers me. Alright, one more time. Whoa. Okay, actually. It's kind of crazy, but I might roll with it. I feel like those... Now, see, those horns feel like they're overlapping. I don't really like that, so... okay. Alright, I'm digging it. We'll roll with that one. Next. Well, alright, let's see. Looks like an old man. Alright. Random. Ew. Now you're like a bald old man. Alright, next. That looks bald also. Next. Isn't that the very first one we just had? Next. Oh, God, no. Well, it's not overlapping. Alright, screw it. We'll stay with that. So, boom! Again, you could spend time just customizing your dragons right there for a while. There's so much you can do in the game for the people who want to do it. Like, right, there might be people wanting to collect all the different styles for the dragons and customize the dragons and all that stuff. Focus on that and so on and so forth. What the hell is that noise? Anyways. Alright, so this person is the one I was talking about earlier.
We will not repeat our
I've already
history.
gone through on my other character and maxed out my dragon, so when I come in here, I've already unlocked everything. I have 48 points to spend, which pretty much will max out this whole thing. So you don't start these, you unlock these through the main quest lines. You start with, like, I think 2 of them. Then as you collect these things, the dragon glyphs, you can start getting more abilities. So like here, my vigor, my energy, those little blue orbs, going from 3 to 4, that's huge. Okay, cool. While moving at low speed, surge forward effectiveness is increased by up to 125%. Okay. Your vigor regeneration rate is accelerated. That's great. Same thing. This is when you're on the ground. This is when you're in the sky. All very good. That's for racing. Here I have a choice. I could get this one or this one. It really doesn't matter. The effect is pretty minor. It doesn't matter which one you get. One, you land and deal damage to everything nearby. This one will give you like a shield, like kind of a temporary shield that kind of like blocks the first couple hits or something. Yeah. Your vigor regeneration is accelerated. Yeah. That's for racing. My vigor is increased to 5. Yeah. Gathering herbs or minerals increases your recharge rate. Defeating enemies increases your recharge rate. Again, not a big deal. It doesn't matter. Alright. Ooh, my vigor's increased to 6. That's nice. My vigor recharges faster on the ground. My vigor recharges faster in the sky. Now that my dragon's maxed out, use all the points I have.
Thank you for sharing.
Now this dragon's got some power. Now he can do some stuff. Sorry. That one's my least favorite. Let's try it again. No, what did I just say? So this button puts me on a random one of my dragons. There we go. I'll be fine. So it's just funny that out of the 4, it chose the same bronze one twice. So again, I can go get minerals. I can do blah, 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 blah. You can see more of the map is now uncovered. And now... God, my internet is not feeling very good. It's feeling pretty laggy. So now, I could do a lot with my dragon and fly and just keep going. Show you a little just sample of like this area. This is the main capital of the dragons. They all hang out here, the main aspects. This is like some magical floating island school. That's not even in this zone. I'm seeing so far away. That's stuff from this area. Like this is where the aspects live. I can see it from here. So when I have my max settings, I can see far into the distance. So the place I was just at
Part of the joy of exploring is
is this
documenting
spot
our
right here.
finds.
So I'm already
There's
over here this
plenty to
far,
document
and this is where I
here
started
in
flying.
Waiting Shores.
And you can see all the energy I have. So, man, once you get your dragon maxed out, you can literally fly all over this map and never even have to land. And I just keep flying up a little bit higher. You do want to aim up a bit when you're flying up. It gives you an extra speed boost, and it keeps this recharging. The Scale Cracker Keep will be heading here at some point. Volcano. Whoosh. It's all dark over here. Let's go back this way.
Powerful fire elemental magic abounds in these ruins. Collect as much as you can, but watch your feet.
So that person you keep talking is there's world quests I've unlocked on my main guy, which means I can do them on any character. So you see, keep popping them up because they're just random quests. I was in an area where, hey, there's a quest here if you want to do it. Anybody can do it. Any character can join or that has unlocked it. So me, another random Horde player, Alliance players, we could all be there doing that same quest. Look at all those mines I could be getting. So you can see here, what a difference having that extra vigor and that extra recharge rate. What a difference that makes. This is the home of the throne of the black dragons. Again, that's why it gets so dark, because it's lava and darkness and stuff. But here, now I can see like into the distance again. These are the Anaran plains over there. And pretty much anywhere you see on this map, I can pretty much go over there somewhere. Again, this is the Aspects Tower. Look at this. Look how high we're getting. Bye-bye, Anaran Plains. Hello, Dragon Aspects. Now, let me give you a sample of what the Dragon Aspects look like. I'm not even supposed to be here yet, but who cares? So red dragon, green dragonflight, blue dragonflight, bronze dragonflight, and the black dragonflight. And there they are. My game is lagging a little bit. That took way. They should have just been here. That was taking forever. So there's Alexstrasza, the life bender. Not Malygos, Caligos. Malygos was his father who we killed because he went psycho. Nor's Dumo, the black dragonflight. Or I mean the bronze dragonflight. We don't have anybody here for the black dragonflight at the moment. They're dealing with some stuff. Ysera was also killed, but she has somebody that's kind of taking her place, but she's somewhere else. So look how big those primals are, though. And Caligos looks a little bit smaller because he, like Rathian, is one of the younger ones again. He's taking the place of his father, Malygos. Rathian's taking the place of his father, Neltharion. I forgot the girl's name here, but she's taking the place of her mother, Ysera. So, the oldest ones are definitely Alexstrasza and Norse Dormu. But it's kind of fun. This is like the main city hub. You can see here, this is our main city now. Within Valdrekin? No, this is Valdrekin. Inside of the whatever the zone's called. And then, yeah, there's a whole place we can explore. my vigor's full, so I can just go to town. See how high I can get. I'm pretty sure I can get to the top of that mountain. Yeah, so we're not supposed to be over here yet. But look how I'm so high that even with the maxed out settings, I'm so high up I can't even barely see stuff. Like, this is usually one of the highest points in the game you usually get, unless you're like going up to the top of the peak or something. That's a pretty high point and can get you from there on your dragon gliding to most places in the world. Just waiting to be able to see stuff again. Hey look, I'm full of vigor again. Whee! Yeah, go ahead and send us back home. We'll go ahead and log out, and then we'll leave it here. A little bit of a longer video than I meant to do, but I can't help it. Dragon riding, I do really enjoy it. You'd think I would like the dragon racing aspect a bit more, but I don't know, something about it just doesn't... I'm not a big fan of racing games, so I guess probably why, but just the feeling of being able to fly around, it feels good. Especially when you have the maxed out skills like this, rather than what you start with. Oh man, that's rough. I mean, you make it work, and it works for the first playthrough, but after that, oh, I'd much rather have this, my max level dragon. Even if I'm just starting the game. So here we go. Coming back to our area. See, there's like a little marshland there, some more lava. This is where we just came from at the beginning. What is this? Aha! So this is something I've unlocked a while ago. These things are these hide points where if you're flying around, you can collect these. I don't know what it does, but I try to collect them anytime I see them anyway. And gives you like you're surveying this high point to see, get a little view of your land where you're at. Definitely looks way better when you have the higher settings so you can actually see. Because I've done this and then it's trying to show me around and I'm like, I just see gray fog. What am I looking at? All right. And this is our little base camp we were just in. Right here. Some more lava. And then our little... Actually, where we started is where I was trying to show you. Wait, where the hell is it? Oh, literally, it's right here. Right here. This is where we came in on the Zeppelin. So we literally have not gone very far. We started here, coming into this land. Came up there, killed some dragons. Got over here and introduced and talked to everybody. And this is our little base camp for now. Poof. And apparently ancient pro-dragons want to attack. Who are elites. If you see that star there, and this golden dragon with a skull, basically this guy would eat me as a stack. He has 5.6 million health. I have 56,000 health. Yeah, don't want to mess with that guy. Okay. And whenever you log out, you do want to try and log out in a safe area. You can see there's a little ZZZ. This is a rested area. So if I log out here, not only does it let me log out instantly, it'll give me a boost to my experience. You get double experience for a short time. So you can see my experience bar is blue. It says I'm rested, you're getting 200% normal experience. I was just barely in there, so one fight, one kill is going to use up that. But the longer you're in a rested place, I come back a day or two later, I'll have a much bigger chunk of rested experience. And if I was trying to log out, say I'm in the world, I just need to log out real quick. It takes you 20 seconds to log out. I mean, you can also just close the game, but your body's going to be there for 20 seconds before it logs out. If you come over here into a rested zone and go log out, ta-da! Instant. And we're back to the main screen. So, anyways, hopefully this fun. Sorry, it's a little bit long. Hopefully it gives you kind of at least a fun little taste of what the game has to offer, at least in the newest expansion. It'll take you a little while to get there, but sometimes it's not even about, to me, the destination. It's about the journey getting there. I really enjoy it. I love leveling up characters. That's why I have so many. So I always find some joy in even just that part of it. Anyways, hope that was fun. Take care. See you next time.